I guess we can start by telling everybody, hi everybody, it's Dan.
Hi everybody.
From the Outdoor Trade Show channel. And we're doing We Care You Matter. I'm here with Rick Bandolini of YellowBirdProducts.com. And there we go, Rick. And we are going to talk about Yellowbird products. We're going to talk to Rick about what he has going on, but mainly what we're going to talk about today is planer boards, because Yellowbird products is where planer boards started. And there's a lot of history, and there's a lot to show, and there's a lot to talk about. Plus, you've made improvements and you've made changes, and there's a lot going on. And my deal with what I'm doing with the Outdoor Trade Show channel, We Care You Matter, is what's new. And you've got a lot in the what's new department. So
yes, we do.
With that, I guess I'm going to turn everything over to Rick.
Okay.
And Rick, if you would, introduce yourself to everybody and explain planer boards.
You got it. Just like Dan said, Rick Bandolini with Yellowbird Fishing Products. My wife and I took over the business 8 years ago, and we wanted to continue on with the rich history that we have in our line of products. We're not just planer boards. We have Dr. Spoons, we have KB Spoons, which go back to 1929. We have the Prescott Spinner rig, which goes back to 1893. We invented that. And then we have a new line of bass products that we're going to be introducing throughout the year. So we're not just planer boards. Just to give you a little history, this was the first board that was ever made. Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Two gentlemen by the name of Ken Stegmeyer and Captain Eddie Vasilos. They created the side planer board, and it's been a hit since. But this was made out of a piece of wood, so it used to get waterlogged, and they had to use it, sparingly throughout the day. So what they came up with is like a foam, a hard foam casing. This is the second version of it. And it was created back in the 1970s. Nobody's really sure if it was 72, 74, 76, so we just say it's in the 1970s. So 40 plus years of planer board usage. But went from this, this is a different version. It's more of an extruded bead. So they shoot steam in here, and comes out little tiny plastic beads. They shoot the steam in the mold, and it blows up to this. But we had to scrape the outsides of these, and it was very cumbersome.
Okay.
Great product. All the charter captains and a lot of fishermen still use this board. It's amazing. You can chunk off each end, and it still runs perfectly. We did have a version of the YellowBird. We thought it was going to be a big deal, but kind of faltered. But great products. 3 years ago, we went to the plastic because of the tattle flag. We could not incorporate our boards with a tattle flag, and I know that's very important to a lot of fishermen out there. So we wanted to appease them, and so we came up with our version. And each year that we've had this, we've made several improvements. Mm-hmm. This year, I think we just got about everything that you can have on a planer board, and it's all in one kit. So our product is made out of a durable, recycled ABS plastic, so it's nice and strong. We give you 2 releases, and right now we feel that this is going to be one of the best releases on the market right now. It's nice and wide. It's easy to pinch. It does come with its own pin in there, so if you want to have it released or not released, you can put that line behind or in front of the pin, and it's got a nice wide pinch pad, and it's great for fishermen's fingers. It's not real small. We also have an enclosed back, so the foam doesn't pop out, become brittle, or get moldy. And what we did too is we angled the wire. Most of the planer boards have the wire on the top. We found that by angling it, it's more sensitive, and you can feel the strike better.
It's truer that way.
It's truer.
It's truer.
Yes.
It's truer the way it travels in the
I
water.
like that better.
It's truer
More
that way.
sensitive.
Yeah,
More truer.
more sensitive. Yes.
So we have an adjustable weight system on here, so it slides depending on the conditions of the water or what weights you're using. So if it's diving, you can push it back, or if it's riding too high, you can push that weight forward and back and forth. The other feature we have is we include a tattle flag for no extra charge. Okay, so you're getting a full planer board. There's nothing else you need to get. We give you 2 springs, and then we give you your wrench, and then we give you the 2 releases as well. The other feature that we have on here, which we're really excited about, let me back up here. This is our packaging, okay? This is what it's going to look like at the stores. So all you need is a pair of scissors to open those up, or a knife, and a screwdriver. And we, like I said, we supply the wrench. So what the
Look
other
at your card too. Your card has everything on here. You've done a nice job with the card.
Well, we try to. Everything we've done, Dan, is because of fishermen. They've given their feedback, and we've listened. So in the 8 years that we've had the business, the first thing that we did is everybody said, hey, I love your boards, but hate your releases.
Right.
So they told us to go with the Scotties, and that's what we did. And we found that with this setup on these boards, it's the best. So we listened to them, and we've continued to listen throughout the 8 years because of fishermen are telling us and giving their feedback. But this last feature here is that when you're storing, you can now unscrew this a little bit, push it to the side, and if you want to, you can tighten it up. But it's not sticking straight up, so you got a nice foldable release here system. So everything that you see here, this is the 8-inch model. We do have a 5-inch model, which is our little mini boards, great for crappie, trolling the shorelines, little flicker shad or something like that for the walleye. We get a lot of kayakers using these. Great tool. So we have that 5-inch version. We also have a 10-inch board that's going to be available at the end of the month. Again, they're all going to have the same features, the angled, the 2 great releases, the 2 springs, the wrench. And then we have our big grande 12-inch board. This thing pulls about 650 feet of lead core line, and we're seeing a lot of the musky guys, a lot of the catfish guys, a lot of the striper guys. Even the guys are going really deep for the browns and kings and stuff like that.
I was going to ask about
So-
your Great Lakes guys. I know you have a lot of Great Lakes captains.
Yes, we do.
That have a lot to do with Yellowbird.
Well, we do, and it's because of them that we've made all these changes. The 10-inch board handles about 450 feet of copper line and about, maybe 14 ounces of weight. The 12-inch boards handle 650, like I said, and handle about a pound, pound and a half of weight, so you can really weight these up. And then our 8-inch board handles about 300 feet, maybe 325, and handles about 9 ounces of weight. So these things, you can weight them up. Great tool to have. We're seeing more and more species of fishermen utilize this board. Primarily in the beginning it was just for the salmon, Great Lakes regions. Walleye guys are using it now. You have the crappie guys using it. You have the striper guys. You have the pike, muskie, catfish guys using it. So trout guys are using it as well. A lot of streams with the little guys here. So we're constantly expanding our species, and it's been wonderful.
What I've always liked about the planer boards is you're not trolling in your motor wash. You're
Correct.
not one of the big advantages with the planer board, and what I love about the planer boards is you're not trolling in. You can still troll with a line in your motor wash or
Sure.
your motor, whatever. But this gets you out, and you can do 3 lines, you can do 4 lines with your planer boards, and you have setups, you could change your setups, but your planer board gets it out there. Your planer board is it's kind of changed a lot of fishing. The planer
It
board
has.
community has changed a lot.
Well, we're seeing more and more people utilizing it because they're covering more water.
Yes, that's
you know,
what I meant to say. That's what I was trying to say.
What's unique about the planer board is that there are charter captains out there that are using 8, 9, 10 boards on each side.
Oh, wow.
All right, so they're covering a lot of water. And what's nice about it is it's away from the motor wash, like Dan said, but you can also control the depth by the amount of line you went out. So
Right.
if you have 3 on each side, you can do 30, 40, and 50 feet. And then kind of go around the lake and see what's hitting and change all those setups to, let's say 40 feet. That's where the fish are. So we have several different scenarios. You control the shorelines with these. So you can bring your baits out and present it for minutes versus seconds, trying to cast there. You can be on the riverbank and riverbank fish, so it's really great. So we have all the different setups for you, got detailed instructions, and we show you what the new features are.
Well, and the other great thing about using your planer boards is, okay, you start out in the morning. What's going to work today? Are we gonna put a crawler behind
Sure.
a harness? Are we gonna use a spinner? Are we gonna use a spoon? So you could go out there and you could run a hard bait, you
Yeah.
could run a spinner,
Yeah,
and you could run a spoon.
absolutely.
And okay, now I catch 2 fish on a hard bait. Well, we're gonna change our boards over
Absolutely.
to hard baits,
Yes.
where you don't spend 2 hours in the day trying to figure out what the fish are
That's
feeding
right.
on that day.
Absolutely.
You can start out the day using all these different options
See what-
with your
what's
planer
hitting.
boards,
Yep.
and now you can zero in real fast on what the fish are feeding on that day.
Not
So
only
there's
that,
so
but
many options.
You
Yeah.
can do the colors as well.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, the color.
you can do
Yeah.
the
Oh,
pink,
it's crazy.
green and purple, and see what's hitting. So the other thing I wanted to mention with our new planer boards is that if you don't want the flag system, I know there's a lot of customers who have been accustomed to utilizing this board. And what's unique about this board is that you put your line in the little snap swivel here and attach it to the front release. And when you do get a strike, the front release comes off, and then it stays on the line, and it just bounces on top of the
Yep.
surface. So you're not having any type of resistance in fighting the fish and the board. You can do the same thing with this. If you don't want the release on the back or the flag, there's a little screw on the back here. Just take it out, just pull it out here, so you don't have the rear release or the flag, and then you'll use a little split ring with a snap swivel and put it on, and you'll get the same results. You'll put your line in the front of the pin, and then when you get a strike, same thing. It'll pop out and then float back on the line and have no resistance at all. So you have 2 different options with our boards, which is really nice. We wanted to make sure that the customers who are used to the old system still had an opportunity to fish with our new boards the same way.
Something else I wanted to bring up to everybody is this. You've enclosed everything.
Yes.
You used to have the old boards, most of the boards, the back is open, so the foam is open in the back, and it rots, it falls out, it tears, it gets tore up. Where you enclosed your back end now, and you have a complete board. You have a complete board today.
Well, we always felt, we heard the problems,
Right.
but we always felt that it was half done or half complete. So now, in our eyes, we feel this is a complete board. Very little failures, if any. So this is what we have. We have
We
a
have a-
5-inch, 8-inch, 10-inch, and a 12-inch board.
We have a question. Christian, how is the quality and resistance in the water?
If you're asking quality of the product, we'll put it up against anybody. We've done about 3 years worth of research on this, and we feel that the board that we have now, you won't find it any better. Ours are made out of a durable ABS recycled plastic, so it's nice and strong, nice and sturdy. The competition is out of a soft PVC, so this won't fade, theirs will fade, and theirs is nice and soft, so kind of bounces around in the water. This one drags a little better and a little deeper in the water, and it holds its course
Yeah.
a lot better.
Something else I wanted to let everybody know is this, since this is something I wanted to talk about today is this. I met Rick at the shows. Rick and I we've talked and we've known each other for quite a while. When you go to the fishing shows and you see YellowBird booth, you're meeting Rick. You're meeting the owner. And he's there because he wants to talk to you. He's there because he wants your ideas. He's there because you want to talk to your customers about your products. And that's with you and I have been a big deal is customer service and caring about people that are buying your products, their opinion, their thoughts, how they feel, what they would like changed. Everything that has to do with your products
Sure.
is a big deal with you. And Dad, I compliment you on that because you're there and you want to know, well, hey, what do you think of my products?
Fishermen are very loyal. They're very loyal to the products that they use, the brands that they use, and we're hoping to change all that
Yep.
so you can come back to us. We were the leaders, and we're trying to get that #1 status again. The other thing I want to mention is that after 40 years with the old bird, we have now changed to our new logo. So you're going to see the soaring eagle with the YellowBird fishing products on there, and then if you're getting a planer board, the same thing. So this is our new logo. Again, after 40 plus years, we've changed. We want to modernize everything, and we feel we got a great new logo out there, and we want to share with everybody. So look for the new logo on all of our new packaging. We're starting out with the YellowBird planer boards on that, and we'll be incorporating that into all the rest of the products as time goes by. But again, like you said, we do listen. We do want your feedback, whether it's negative or positive. That's how we make a great product. And with the new planer boards, with all the new features that we incorporated this year, we feel we have the best board on the market, and we're also at a great price too. So you get everything with it. There's no a la carte, and we're about half the price of the competition. So
One thing I wanted to mention, and I want everybody to do this, please, go to YellowBirdProducts.com, look at the website, sign up, subscribe to, do the subscription on the website,
Sure.
because once a month you get an offer. You have an offer once a I always enjoy
Once a
getting
month,
your
yeah.
offers. Once a month, Rick will have an offer that comes through, and it's really nice. It's he always puts a nice little packet together with offers. But also what will happen when you go to YellowBirdProducts.com is you have some really nice videos on there that were done by the informative fisherman Nick. And Nick,
Yes.
I checked out what he's doing. He does a phenomenal job on
He
YouTube,
does.
but he does really nice job with your boards. He does
Yes.
a great video explaining farther about how to set them up, how to use them. He does a really nice job. So the website, your website is really nice. You got some nice videos on there. I know you're a very accessible company.
Yes.
You're a very accessible person. So if people have questions, people are curious about YellowBird products.
sure.
Get a hold of,
Give us a call, send us an email, stop by our shop here in Spring Grove, Illinois. I mean, we're here. We get a lot of people coming through here,
Yeah.
checking out our products. The one thing that we get most of the time, and you've seen it at shows because you've been at our booth when this happened, is that, oh, I didn't know you guys had the Dr. Spoon or KB Spoon or Prescott Spinner, or you guys are
Yep.
selling, crank and minnow baits and jerk baits and stuff like that, or lipless baits, or I didn't know you guys were YellowBird, and we just
Yeah.
thought you were just a Dr. Spoon. So we're trying to get over that hump and trying to let everybody know that we're more than just planer boards, we're more than just spoons, we're more than just spinner rigs, So 8 years ago when we bought this, everything was kind of congealed together. So we've branded our product with yellow and black packaging, so you know that it's a YellowBird product.
It's YellowBird.
And we're trying to create that brand and keep it going. So with your insight and your suggestions, we have put what we believe is the best product on the marketplace. We have the best finishes on our spoons. Everything is just like the car paints that you're getting. It's Pearl Essence paints, and the finishes on there are phenomenal. Mirror-like chromes and golds and coppers. So
top quality.
we try.
Top quality. It is.
And
It
they're
really
all at
is.
reasonable prices because we heard you loud and clear. You're tired of spending all your hard-earned money on fishing gear because it's got out of hand. So
Yeah.
we're definitely listening.
Okay. With that, are we done?
We are done. I think we've covered it all.
Okay, I want to do my pitch, which is this. Please go to the Outdoor Trade Show channel if you're interested in products. I'm going to do a lot more of this with Rick. We're going to pick maybe once a month, every 6 weeks, we're going to pick one of his products, one of his companies that's incorporated, YellowBirdproducts.com, we're going to talk about. And the other one is I want to explain to people this is that I am looking for video content. We are starting a TV channel with VivaLiveTV.com. I'm looking for content. If you wanted to have a TV show, if you want to be involved in a TV channel, get a hold of us. So with that, I'm hoping to talk to the informative fisherman, and
Nick's a great guy.
He will contribute. So
Yes.
with that, I think we're done. I
Yes.
thank you, sir. And
thank
if
you.
you have
Thanks for coming
questions, anything, YellowBirdproducts.com. And with that, I think we're going to be done. And thank you, everybody.
Enjoy your week.